today's video, I'm gonna show y'all the difference between Balearic style and over the top, the pros and cons of each.
Shoot, see the can? Shoot.
All right, y'all. So last week, I know y'all haven't seen me, and I took last week off to practice a new style, y'all. Reason being, I was disappointed in what I did in the online competition last week, y'all. And I seen that Balearic style archaic arms totally killed it. If y'all want to check out any of his content, his link is in the description below, y'all. But anyway, I decided, I don't want to bring the camera on, I just want to get some practice. Because if I don't get no practice in. Anyway, what we're going to do today is, I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of throwing of each style. Okay, the ones I learned. I think this is going to be a good one for y'all today. Alright, I'm just going to start off by telling y'all, alright, over the top, this is how it looks. That's what I'm used to doing. Okay? It's over the top. Now, Balearic, which I'm still working on, is kind of something like this. And the only difference between those two, with no sling, this is what it is. Over the top, Balearic style. It's about keeping the elbow tight and like just slapping it out the pouch. Slapping it out the pouch. Now, with that being said, that's the two different styles. First off, over the top, I'm gonna try to hit the can. We're at about 15 to 20 meters, y'all. And I'm gonna show every shot, and we're gonna see how many shots over the top compared to how many shots Balearic style, and then we'll have a discussion after that. Let's go. Decent size rocks. First, I'm gonna try over the top, y'all. There it is, big baby. All right, I don't know the number of counts, but I'll show y'all. I'm not gonna take none of the shots out, y'all. That was about 7, 8, 10-ish, okay? That was over the top. Now, I'm gonna try Balearic style. We'll see how many times. And also check out the shot pattern, how far I miss y'all. That's what y'all need to do to cope next time y'all get a case, y'all. Bring it outside and go sling at it. Try to bust every last one up. All right. Now, my main goal throwing this way is to throw with my elbow down. I have the bad tendency of throwing sidearm, which don't get sidearm confused to Balearic. It's a big difference. And I have a hard time switching over. But here we go. Yes, I'm falling at it! Woo! And many rocks left, y'all. About freaking time. Woo! Let's get some shade and talk some data points. Blah! All right, y'all, there it is. Okay. It took me a lot more tries for the second one than I thought it should, but that was mostly probably because it's a new style. But let's do the pros and cons. All right, one of the biggest ones for me, pros and cons, which really got me thinking too, because I'm starting to get back in the gym, so it's like I'm always sore, my muscles are tight. So when I go slinging, if I'm cold, if I'm throwing over the top, it takes a lot of muscles You know, it takes a lot of movement, so you should warm up a lot better with over the top. But when you're doing the Balearic style, you could be cold as hell and you can still sling it, you know? So that's really the one of the top pros and cons that really got me interested, because I was tired. I was at the house at my little Target, and I was throwing over the top. I was having a hard time. So I threw a side arm, and at least that was straight. So working on it from there. Now, that's one pro con. Now number two is, let's talk about weight of the projectile, okay? When it comes to the weight of the projectile, over the top, we'll be able to throw a much heavier weight, y'all. And the reason why I can definitely confirm this, when I was in Ibiza, I was using the rocks nobody else was using. I was using the big daddies, you know what I'm saying? In Ibiza, they like, you know, you can look it up in the, I think it was like 120 grams. You know, 200 grams was a big one for back in the day. At the competition, I was like 300-400, y'all. You know, I was throwing rocks so big I destroyed the target. But anyway, that's why, because when you're pulling out, when you got big rocks with a long swing, you're pulling it out. So you're taking the rock, the weight of the rock, and you're using it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you throwing side arm or you throwing Balearic style, you know, all you're really doing is this. You know, you don't want to do this. You want to only your bottom half, y'all. That's why Balearic slingers, you always see them sling up. I didn't know why, but that's it, because you can't do it. So we'll go with the Balearic style, right? That's another thing about a sling. They say the perfect size for a sling is so when you have it, it doesn't hit you. All right. So when you're throwing Balearic style, the only way, I guess, to spin it, I'm sure you can spin it other ways, but you want to spin it like this. You want the weight down. Whenever you spin it, right? Whenever you spin it, you like pushing and pulling the spin, pulling the spin. So when you throw and you pull the rock out. Me, when I throw over the top, I pull points right here, and I pull down. But when I'm slinging Balearic, my pull point's down here. So I can't really go over the top. You know what I'm saying? I gotta just do my bottom half. So it's kind of like, you know, keep it down, pulling it, hold up, pulling it, doing it like that, right? And you notice, whenever a Balearic slinger, whenever he finishes slinging, look how he's finished. He's finished like this. You know, it's always a bottom twist. You know, up, twisted. When you're throwing over the top, well, like a pitcher throws, it's more like a bent over. You know what I'm saying? That's two of the major big differences with that. Let's go with some more pros and cons. Here's a con for over the top. That's one of the main reasons I went to Balearic style, or I'm playing with Balearic style, is because of the trajectory of the ball, or the rock, whatever you're doing. If you're throwing over the top, you're throwing at an angle like this. So the ball's gonna go and turn like this in most situations. If it goes a little early, it's gonna shoot straight. But for educational purposes, let's just say it's gonna go down like that, right? Now, when you're throwing over the top, your ball's gonna be high right, left low. When you're throwing side on, it's gonna be, you know, something like this. But Balearic, you're spinning the ball, you're spinning it like back, so it's going straight and it's constantly rising. You know, especially something small, something round, you know, tennis balls. You can see it real good with tennis balls. We'll show it tomorrow a lot better. But yeah, that's definitely a pro to the Balearic style. Now, as for me personally, I will call this a pro and con, but I'm not that proficient with the Balearic style. But I'll tell y'all the story I did the other day. We went to the park last week, and I was like, all right, I'm learning this Balearic style. It's me and A City, you know. It was what, and he started beating me. He beat me more than I beat him that day. You know, throwing, and we tried all distances, right? After I just told myself not to throw over the top, I'm just gonna throw side on or Balearic style. once I was able to throw like I wanted to throw it, I was already loosened up. I killed it, y'all. I killed it. Okay. And then also the next day after that, I threw Balearic style and scored 19 plus 9. You know, so I'm still working on it. But as for me personally, if you're a pitcher, if you know how to throw a ball, you know how to use your whole body over the top, I feel once you warm up, it's better. But you got to warm up because you're using so many body parts. I'm more accurate with over the top. You know, I just feel I'm more accurate over the top. That's just me. To me, that's a pro. Other people, they might not have it, but hey, I guarantee if you play baseball and you learn how to throw, this is the best way to start off. But there's always the Balearic style, baby. And it's fun to learn. It's not a typical side-off, okay? Now, I feel like I'm talking too much. If I forgot any points, I will definitely remember them, and I'll tell them y'all tomorrow after I go to the tennis court and try to lay some more stuff down. But anyway, hope y'all like what y'all seen today. If y'all did, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell a friend, and when you do, tell them about notification bell.
Practical paracord, hey, you don't wanna miss it. Keep you entertained. You know that we talking slinging. Catch 'em in Louisiana, Sling King. Find 'em down south, slinging giants like it's David and Goliath. Make sure you subscribe now. All the slinging techniques, slinging so hard I could kill a beast. Come and check me. Hey, I know that you gon' like it for sure. Make sure that you tune in to Practical Paracord. Let's go.